Hey guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial with me, Ryan, and we are kicking off this week with a new series. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. So let's get straight into it. So we're going to be making a bowl of candy, all right? And this is quite significant because, well, we're going to color grade this candy. We're going to use the glass texture on our crystal bowl over here. And I'm also just going to show you something very quick. So this is my setup. I got the bowl just offline. I just searched candy jar bowl, and I got this free off one of those sites. And something I forgot to do here, so I rehearsed this. I did rehearse this, so I've just removed just the textures there because I want to show you exactly how I did it, but I got quite a good outcome. And so first of all, I just want to show you some quick. I'm not going to go in depth of this first part on what I'm going to do here, and in terms of my setup and all that. Just know I've got a plane. I got this bowl that I got online. I wasn't going to model it from start. Not that I can't, but I can. And then this is basically my lighting setup, and I'll explain to you why. I've got my key light over here. It's pointing all the way down. You can see how small I made it because that's what key lights are. Basically, they are small in size. You can see there, 1000 watts, area lamp, all of that stuff. And then I've got a full light on the side here, very big because that's what a full light is. It's quite big. That's how you get the softer shadows, only 150 watts. And I've got this nice like rim light, which is usually opposite to the camera. That way you get that nice sheen off your specular, your highlights off the glass top here. Just brings it to life. Yes, okay. And so what I've done here is I've created these basic spheres here. I've deformed them ever so slightly. Like I said, I'm not gonna, you can see it's like candy because candy is not perfect. And then I just duplicated them a couple hundred times. And then what I did was that, and comment below if you want me to do a tutorial on any of the stuff that I've done here today, and I'll actually do it. So I'm allowing you for a tutorial. I'm allowing you to give me a tutorial request on this. I've created not hundreds of them. Well, you can do the calculation. And then I put a rigid body on this bowl. Okay, over here. Rigid body, made it passive, cranked up the friction, brought down this guy over here. And I also, my first piece of candy that I made, I applied the rigid body, made it active. All right, made sure that the shape was sphere. Same with this guy. I had to, if you do, I think Control A, then you remove all the transfer properties and all that stuff, and make sure that it's on a mesh, the shape. And with the candy, as I've said, same thing, friction maximum, this margin, whatever this thing, 0 over here. I was looking for how to do this, and that's how they did it, and it worked for me. Then I duplicated a couple hundred times, and what that allows me to do, because I wasn't going to place all the candy in here perfect, sit and fill it. That's just taking too much time when you've got physics. And so you are about to witness filling a bowl with candy. Here we go, take one. Boop. All right, so the candy goes in. Isn't this like a lottery? All right, there you go. And they settle. Very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go over that. You see now it's placed. It's more realistic type of thing. Okay, and then as far as my knowledge goes, if I want to remove, there is candy alpha, patient 0. I can just select the first one. There you go, it's like over 200 of them. And I think I press L. No, okay. All right, my goodness, Command L. Okay, let's see, I can copy, but I can't remove. Damn it. Oh yes, we've done this. Do you know that I've actually done a tutorial on this? Pretty crazy, right? And then our YouTube channel got taken away. All right, and then rigid body, remove. Wait, there's another way to do this. Flip it. There is another way to do this. You have to you gotta okay, I'll tell you what. You see, I don't want to go into more detail here. We're not talking about this, but I will get to this. All right. So the first part that we're going to do, all right, so I'm going to stay on that frame. Make sure you don't press play. And there is my camera angle that I've got set up. Got my candy nicely in. I'm going to press Command S. By the way, it does not save these rigid bodies, but you can apply, yes, you can actually apply the transformation of this and then remove bloody blah, but we'll get there. All right, I think the interesting thing here is, so first of all, in our previous tutorial, what did we do? We created a nice glass shader, right, in a group, and that already had fake dispersion on it, the acoustics that I created, very nice. By the way, this render looks really great. So how do we now get that over to my brand new spanking scene? All right, I don't have any materials or anything over here. And that's what we're going to kick off with here now today. And then in our next video, we're going to look at coloring this candy. So it's pretty simple, right? I hope you didn't delete your previous project, because that's where we're going to grab it from. So maybe you want to save that project as dispersion, fake dispersion glass acoustics, or just my glass shader. Yeah, I think that sounds great. So file, you hit append, okay. And yes, there is my cup. This is it. Now, when I hit append and I select, I don't know why I spelled glass like that. Maybe it was an abbreviation, but now when you select that, okay, and I hit append, it's going to give me options. It's going to say, well, these are all the things within this file. What are you wanting to append? Bring into, I was going to Google that, but I know that if I go to my browser right now, it's not going to look good. I've got a bunch of stuff open. Or not. Okay. So I'm going to go into my material, and those are the materials I use. Now, stupid me, I did not label them, so I actually don't know which one's which. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to select all of them, and I'm going to append them in. Okay, great. So first of all, let's go into render mode here, because I want to apply a shader to this plane over here. I'm going to name it ground. And hey, should I not be getting some sort of, oh, play, there you go. Okay, so that's what we've got. I was about to say, man, that's really nerve-wracking. That's embarrassing. Okay, and I'm gonna go for something that's like maybe a bit brownish like that. That's nice, pretty standard. The specular's not too sharp. It's quite nice, and you can already see what my shadows look like with the light setup that I've got. Now I've got that key light facing directly down, because it's actually the light is in the bowl. All right, you can play around. You don't have to do it this way. I did have it off to the side here, like you should be doing with key lights, but it wasn't looking. I wasn't satisfied. Okay, so whatever you're going through. Right, shut up, Brian, and show us how to add the shade. Right, so I'm selecting my bowl. Okay, and I guess this comes to the conclusion of this tutorial, but I think afterwards, for those who want to stick around, we're going to see how we can apply. I'm not saying I'm going to get it right. Maybe we'll show you in the next tutorial. Right, so in here, once I've got the bowl selected, I'm over here in my, whatever you want to call these things over here, I've got my material, and when I drop down menu on my material selection here, there is my glass and transparent. That is the material that we created right there, glass and transparent. You ready for this? Pa! Remember our group? Yep, there it is. There's our group. Press tab. There's all our hard work that we did in our last tutorial. And there is our beautiful glass shader. Now, can I note that this is a crystal glass? Okay, I've done that on purpose. I'm going to open Safari because I don't think I've got anything personal open here. And if I ask, now do you guys remember what it's called? IOR, index of refraction of crystal. See, you can actually Google this, it's quite nice. What is the IOR of crystal? Crystal is 2. IOR value of 2. Great stuff. Let's go back. So, remember how to do this? Oh, look there, I've already done it. Okay, looks like it saved it. All right, so there I've got my IOR of my crystal glass stored up in here. Pretty awesome. What do you guys think? pretty nice. So once that's finished rendering, you can have a look at the satisfying look. You can see how my cow sticks is in there, and once it even clears up a bit more, you'll even see there those like the dispersion busy happening there from the light above through there. You can see how nicely it's lit up. Those little guys over there on my candy is it's the physics, the rigid body that's on there. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to press Command S or Control S if you're on a Windows PC. And can you see how you get that nice specular? Alright, across the top there. This is nice. Don't you think this is nice? This is pretty cool. I think this is going to turn out really awesome. We might even change the camera angle once we've colored the candy, just so we can get a bit more focus on the candy. You see, in this photography shot, we need to think, what is it? What is the story we're trying to tell? We're trying to tell a bowl full with candy, but we're actually doing a blender tutorial, and I would want a close-up of the sweets, right? Right, okay, cool. Alright, so that finishes that tutorial. Now I am definitely wanting to figure out how the heck, and you know what, I did this before. Can you believe it? I actually did this, and I'm not just saying that because no, I know what I'm doing. Right now I don't know what I'm doing. There is a way to apply the transformation. What if I Control A? No. Okay. Alright, so it's going to do that. You just go back and then you redo it. Okay, so that doesn't work. You know what? I know. I think I remember now. And didn't I create a shortcut for it? Didn't I have a clear rigid body and keep transformation or something like that? Am I right? Do you guys remember what the shortcut was? It N? No, it's not N. Was it Q? No. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's no quick menu there. So here we go. Let's try this out here. Relationships. Okay. All right. Rigid body. There you go. Apply transformation. Should we try it? You guys ready for this? Apply transformation. Okay. Okay, that went well. I'm too scared to go back to the beginning or anything like that. Can I try and remove rigid bodies? Because I think the rigid bodies are still there. Okay, remove. There you go. So those who stuck around, it is your reward. See, if I go to the beginning of my timeline, my candy's still there. No rigid bodies on them. Let's go to the render view. And while that's busy clearing up, I do have the denoiser on here. That's why it looks fuzzy and it doesn't have the little speckles. All right. But what you will see is that the more it clears up, the cooler it's going to look. But anyway, and yeah, that's my thumbnail. So guys, hit like because I know you like this video very much, and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notified when we release more videos there. Also go check out our playlist because there are tons of other stuff, not just Blender tutorials. We've got a whole lot of other things. All right, we're like a freaking TV channel, guys. Like, come on. All right, so with that said and done, guys, I will see you next week on the same place, or maybe not next week because maybe the next videos. I hate it when I keep saying this. Check out for the next video where we are going to color these individual candies. We're going to give them a nice shader, and as you can see, you can start seeing the dispersion, the cow sticks. Very nice, very beautiful. I like this very much. All right, so until then, cheers guys.
It's all about humanity.